If you are somebody who is looking at selling some cash secured puts, collecting that passive income, and taking advantage of some implied volatility, today's video is all about that. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down how you could sell cash secured puts and take advantage of some very nice premiums without having to do a lot of work here. So if you're excited for today's video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, turn those bell notifications for all future uploads. So, market is going to close in about 6 minutes or so, and the two trades that we're looking at getting into today, one is Marvell Technologies, and the other one is going to be IREN Energy. And those are two different plays that we're going to be focusing on in today's video here. Now, Marvell Technology does have their earnings coming up after hours today. And one way you can take advantage of that is to sell some cash secured puts. This is about a 2-week period, as you will see here. And looking at selling some cash secured puts and taking advantage of that very high implied volatility. As we're taking a look down here, for example, I'm looking at maybe the $65 strike price here. Seeing what the delta looks like. Delta is about 16, it isn't too bad. A lot of open interest and some volume there at $65. As you will see, the implied volatility is pretty high at 87% because after earnings, as we know, the stock is going to have some movements. So I kind of like this one right here. And again, you're looking at almost a 2% ROI in just over 2 weeks, which to me I think is very, very good. So what you will do is you make sure you're on sell put option here. We're going to break down the numbers more, but I want to make sure I get these trades done before the market closes. And you go to sell put option here. Now, this is going to require some buying power on my end. We're going to be looking at trying to get filled at $1.25, which again, isn't too bad. You're going to be putting aside $6,500 in premium here. And basically saying that if Marvell goes to $65, I will be assigned those shares. Now, I go 15 days out just to make sure that it gives me a little bit of time to digest the earnings report that comes out and to see if I'm okay with earning it or with buying at $65. Or maybe I should roll it out a little bit more just in case. So we're going to go to review order. We're going to hit submit. And we're going to, I think I filled it a little bit higher than I wanted to. I think the change happened a little bit before, but that's okay. No big deal. I think we got filled probably at $1.25, which means we actually got in at a loss already. Yes, it looks like we did. We got filled at, oh no, we got filled at $1.33. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that was a limit order, which is great. The other play we're looking at is IREN. Now, IREN Limited is a company that has a lot of, hype behind it, a lot of things with Bitcoin and using data centers and NVIDIA partnerships, all that kind of stuff there. Positive price to earnings ratio, which to me is very, very good. You can have an evaluation play from here, and has had a big sell-off because they basically have, produced more shares for the shareholders. And I think you can probably see in the news here, they're going to sell as much as $6 billion in stock, which obviously means that you're going to be offering more shares, which means that your shares are going to be worth a little bit less in this case here. So that is having a sell-off here of about 9% here. I'm looking at the year-to-date right now. Again, I went as high as about $62. Now it's kind of back down at this, $40-ish mark here. And I want to go into trade IREN options. I'm going to go to a sell a put option here. Again, I'm still going to go maybe about to the monthlies, about 15 days out or so. And as you will see, these premiums are very, very high. A lot of a higher implied volatility as we see here. And I only have $3,200 of buying power right now. So I'm looking for a very good return without having to do a lot of work. And I'm looking to see if we got some pretty good bid-ask spreads here. I'm looking for a little bit of a less risky play here. So, for example, maybe like the 2750 isn't too bad. So you can go to, again, 2750 here. So if IREN goes all the way down to 2750, then I will be able to collect, the premium and get the shares. Maybe I'll go actually 28, go for about a 2% ROI here. And I'm going to go into continue. We're going to go into one contract here, only one. We're going to go into $55 in premiums, hit review order. And then, again, here's my collateral. I'll be buying 100 shares at $28 if it goes that way. And we will hit submit, and hopefully we get filled. I may have to, because the market's going to close in just a minute. So I may have to adjust and go down to like I might have to take the loss on this a little bit here. Oh, wait. 0.5 what? 0.53 maybe? Maybe we'll do that. Get it a little bit lower. Just to, Whoa, hang on. Not 11 contracts, Fridge. Not 11. I don't have the money for that. I got enough for one. I got enough for one here. Let's see if we get filled at the one there. There we go. Okay. I was like, whew, oh my God, imagine. That's so much collateral. I don't have that kind of collateral, guys. Come on now. So we got filled at $53 on a $28 cash secured put here, just to make sure I got in before the market closed here. And we'll take a look at Marvell Technology earnings after hours here. But things to kind of keep in mind about why do we do this? Now, again, as you'll see, portfolio is a little bit down, I believe, right now. Actually, we're basically break even, which is great, when the market overall, I believe, had a pretty rough day here. So the fact that we're basically flat, whereas SPY was down 0.54%, is actually pretty good here. So let's take a look at Marvell earnings in just a couple minutes here. Now, let's go back into the trades that we're looking for here. So I'm somebody who actually looks at Marvell Technology, and the valuation plan I'm looking at is around like $60 or so, maybe a little bit lower than that for a bear case 1 year out, based off of where it's at right now. What this trade does is, again, I'm going to get assigned at $65 if it goes all the way down to that, which again is at $75 right now. So we'll see what the earnings could bring for us here. And it's the implied volatility, because there's a lot of uncertainty that's going to happen with this earnings report. If it's good earnings, we have a nice big rally up. We make some good money because it goes away from our strike price. If it goes down, it has to go down to $65 in order for that to happen. And so we're taking advantage of that heightened implied volatility. Right before earnings, a lot of times, you see a lot of heightened implied volatility. I'll show you a couple examples a little bit later on that made some good money for me. But that's kind of what the play is looking like here. Now, I still think it's, again, a nice decent-ish value. It's about like $60 or so, bear case. This actually puts my break even at about 63, so which is not too bad. And we make $135. Which isn't, again, too bad of a position to get into play here. So if we were to go into our options profit calculator, look at the cash secured puts we go to MRVL, which is going to be our Marvell Technologies. And I went for the March 20th, the monthly option over here. I went for the $65 put option, as you see here. And my put got filled at... Where did I get that at? $1.33. $1.33. And it's a 65 March 20th put option here, as you'll see. You go ahead and you calculate, and it gives you a couple important things. A, it tells me what my annualized return is, which is almost 48%. Now, am I going to let it go till expiration? Probably not. Right? If I get a nice big move to the upside into tomorrow morning, great, I can close it out, make some decent money here. And it has a 90% chance of probability of profit right now. Obviously, it's not factoring in the earnings and the applied volatility and stuff like that, which is a huge thing. You can adjust those numbers here if you want to. But basically, what you're looking at and what you will see here is your profit loss based on the play of the earnings. And as you will see, it would have to come down over 15%. And even if it comes down, my break even comes down to 17% down. And I basically just get the shares at 17% of a cheaper price. Then we can sell covered calls. Then we can kind of keep going forward. And if the earnings aren't awful, maybe it comes down, 6%, 8%, whatever the case may be. I'm still going to be looking at some pretty good potential profit, which is very, very good if it can sustain itself around that $65 mark, which again is a 15% drawdown. The other one we're looking at is obviously IREN Limited here. So IREN right now, again, has had a big pullback down. Again, we're looking at getting assigned a $53 credit for March 20th on the $28 strike price. So we go into IREN here, and we go into right. We go to March 20th, and we take a look at the $28 put option here. And we got filled at 53, which is great. So 0.53. And then we go ahead and calculate it. And again, same thing. A very, very high chance of probability. Very good annualized returns here. IREN would have to come down to 30% down in order for us to break even. About 30% negative. We get a nice discount there. And again, why is that happening? It's because the IV has started to expand. Because we had this note, this info come out recently about them offering more shares and making the shares obviously be a little bit less when you create more shares of it for that reason. With that implied volatility expansion, that's what kind of came up with it as a result. And that's what created this kind of position here. And that's what increases that implied volatility in that case. So that's what happened there with IREN. And that's why, we had that big sell, that big reaction to IREN, as you will see here. It looks like it had a little bit of a pullback after it was down, about 11% or so. So that's really, really good to see. Nothing yet, it looks like. You know what we could do? We could pull Webull while we're waiting here a little bit. I'm not going to wait the entire time. Oh, wait. Did I just see what I wanted to see? Did we get a little bit of a move? Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's great. I'm going to close this out tomorrow morning then probably for some profit. If it stays, obviously. You have earnings coming out, obviously. You have an earnings call as well. People care about forward guidance and stuff like that, but not too bad here, And with the IV, what's going to be happening with this kind of play here is that you're going to get this IV crush now, because now is no longer a risk, because we know what's happening. We know what earnings came out. We know what the report was. We know what's expected from the market as a result of it. And so with that being said, it allows us to now decrease implied volatility because the market now understands the news that came out with their earnings. So with the news being known, IV is going to crush, and when IV crushes, it's going to reduce my options price here. So as long as we see a nice earnings call here from Marvell, that's going to be absolutely amazing. It's already going to put this option in some probably good profits. As you will see the return, I'm already up $65 like that. $65 on 65 put option puts me at a 1% ROI, depending on it depends on what it opens up with, and how their earnings actually go with their earnings call here. Now, if you wanted to see how we were able to also do this, we did this with 3 trades in the last week or so. The most recent one that we had was looking at ASTS. ASTS had their earnings after hours on Monday. And what you will see is that they had a really good move to the upside. So I sold a cash secured put for $394 because, again, the IV was very, very implied. There was a lot of very implied, Fridge. What kind of stupid thing is that? The IV was very much high because of the uncertainty of earnings. The stocks had a lot of popularity recently. So I collected $394 in a matter of just selling this option. Then the next day, the market it did worse on earnings than it actually was supposed to do, but the market still pushed it pretty high, and as a result, this became worth less. So I actually was able to make $124 on $6,500. So it became about almost a 2% ROI in a matter of one day. I bought it on March 2nd. I sold it, as you'll see, on March 3rd. Now, the next one that we did recently was Trade Desk. And Trade Desk, I've been saying it's been undervalued for a while, gets an 18% pop because of a potential partnership with OpenAI and their advertising, which is absolutely amazing for Trade Desk here. I have a position in that on my other account. And so what you will see is, again, I did the same thing here. I sold a $20 cash care put. This is back before earnings for $53, and I bought it back for $10 because it was above that strike price there. A little bit more of a risky trade here, almost a 2% ROI, which was absolutely amazing in just about a day. I did the same thing with Block as well. Block had the same thing. They had earnings also. And if we take a look here, you can see this report here. I sold a cash secured put for $134 for Block, and I bought it back for $28. I made $106 on $4,700, as you'll see right here. Very good ROI here as well. So if it gets all that IV, that's that IV crush you're seeing right here. It was a lot of unknowns happening, and then it crushed itself down, and now that's why we're able to close in for a lot of profit here. And then the last one I did was actually Bath & Body Works, which I know is a less common trade you're looking at here. But with Bath & Body Works, as you will see, Bath & Body Works had their earnings, I believe it was Tuesday, and it closed Wednesday, I believe. Yes. So sold this one right here for $40 as a put option here. Bought it back for $17. I made $23 over $18.50, which gives me a little bit over a 1% ROI again in one day. And again, they had really good earnings. They beat on it, which was great. So Bath & Body did pretty okay as a result of that, which to me, I was very, very happy to see. So that's kind of what we're looking at in this place, in this, in these kind of plays, these kind of spaces. You could play the IV in two ways. If a news article breaks out and it pushes your IV higher because it's negative news and the market sells off, you could get into some positions there maybe. And also you could sell cash secured puts if you're looking at earnings reports. For example, taking a look at Marvell Technology is going up 5% right now. That's actually very, very good for me so far. So my hope is that by market open after earnings call and guidance hopefully is pretty good, hopefully we'll be able to close that position out already. So by the time you watch me open this at like 3:57, I'm probably going to be closing it tomorrow morning for some good profits. And that is going to be it, and we'll be able to move on to our next trade. Now, again, the thing to remember with these trades before we get out of here is that you have to keep in mind that you're going to do this with stocks you don't mind owning. And these are stocks I don't mind owning based on their valuations. IREN was more of a play where I'm like, you know what, there's a lot of, movement there. There's a lot of, optimism, the future, the growth, the perspectives, all that kind of stuff is good there. Just the recent sell-off. And diluting of shares, honestly, isn't like the worst thing ever. SoFi has done it before to expand their company because they get more money brought in and stuff like that. It's kind of what they're really trying to do. They're trying to raise more capital for their company to grow. Marvell, I feel like, is undervalued at 65, so it looks like I won't get a sign there. I'll probably close out tomorrow morning for a nice profit there. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did make it this far in the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, turn on those bell notifications for all future uploads. Feel free to take a look at the Fridge Financials memberships over there because, I believe it or not, some of these trades here have just paid off for a $6 monthly membership, and you get access to live streams, to more in-depth posts, more in-depth videos, myself on camera, all that kind of good stuff. Make sure you check it out as per usual. I hope you make money in the market in some way, shape, or form, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.